All right, theme number 2. I'm so excited because you're with me today. We're going to sew together. So today is crazy. It's the 22nd of the year 22 of the second month. 22.
Yes.
It's ballerina day.
And if we did it
Get
at
it?
222.
Oh, what if? So
Add some more twos.
Add a few more twos. So it's 22 day. So, and how fitting is it that it actually ended up landing on, well, our fun Charm Pack Day, which is the 22nd. So it's a Tuesday.
Oh.
I forgot about that. You guys, it doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better. Yeah. So it's a palindrome week. Oh my goodness. I haven't heard that word in a long time, Lori, but you are absolutely right. Oh my goodness, too fun. So it's a Tuesday, 2/22/22. And so it also happens to be our Charm Pack Day. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. And these charms are absolutely adorable.
So cute.
Right?
Yes.
So this is from Lori Holt's brand new line called Cookbook, and which is very fitting for the projects that we have for Charm Pack Day. And we're going to share with you one of the projects. Should we go ahead and show them? Well, let's show them some pictures here. And because I really like, did you take these pictures?
I did.
My friend? I love them.
Thank you.
Okay, so here we go. Charm Pack. That's the Charm Pack that you, is part of our Tuesday 2/22/22 day. And here is what our very own, let's see, Julia made with these. They're so cute. So she made placemats and a bowl cozy that you can get. How cute. Aren't those fun, you guys? I love it. Love, love, love it, and love it some more. There we go. So how many placemats does the theme make? 2. How fitting is that, right? Makes 2 placemats and 1 bowl cozy. And pattern is right there. So let's go ahead and show them what the project is today. We're going to show you how to do this fun little bowl cozy. And then we won't go through the demo on the placemat, but there's the placemat. Look how fun that is.
I love the pocket.
Yeah, the pocket's pretty dang cute.
It's so cute.
So, and you can do like, you know, a solid back. You could do lots of charms, more charms, all the charms. Give me all the charms for the back and make it as scrappy as you want, but super fun. All right. So the first question is, Allie, have you ever done a bowl cozy?
I have never done a bowl cozy.
What?
I know.
Yay. I'm so glad you're here today. Okay. Have you ever used a bowl cozy? Do you know what a bowl cozy's for?
I do, but just like within the last couple weeks.
Okay. Tell us a little bit more.
So you put your bowl in your bowl cozy for the microwave, right?
Exactly.
So when you heat up your bowl, it's not hot on your hands. It's
of
like
oatmeal, of soup, of whatever it is,
keep your
right?
hands safe from the heat.
Exactly. And let me tell you, every time I put something in the microwave and I forget to, because I don't think about my bowl cozy, I'm like, dag nabbit.
Everyone needs a bowl cozy.
They do. And they're so fun to make and they're really easy too. So we're going to take you step by step on how this comes together. But even if you're not making a bowl cozy, what I hope to do is be able to teach you something that might be new that you hadn't thought of before when it comes to doing a 4-patch, because that is what this is based off of, is a 4-patch. So in fact, I was telling Allie yesterday, I said, you know, I'd like to do a reel sometime on things you can do that you didn't know were okay to do.
Yes.
Okay, when it comes to sewing. So I'm going to teach you one of those things today. A lot of you are saying it also holds your cold bowl of ice cream. Ooh, I love that.
That is a good idea.
Ooh, that's a really good idea.
Cold
I didn't think about that.
Love that.
I always think of it just for hot, but yes, for cold too. You could definitely do that. All right, so you ready, Allie, to get sewing? Let's do this. Gloria says the bowl cozy is one of the best inventions ever created.
I would agree. I think everybody needs one.
Absolutely. And they're so easy to make. You can make oodles and oodles of them. All right. So let me grab. I didn't want to cut up one of our charm packs because I want to keep as many as possible for you guys. So I just went to my stash and picked out some charms.
So cute.
Okay. Here we go. I just cut up some 5-inch squares. All right. So first things first. Here we go. We're going to make a 4-patch. In fact, we're going to make actually 2 4-patches. And so we're going to sew them together and sew them together, but that wouldn't look very cute. So I'm going to rotate that. How's that?
So cute.
Kind of opposite and opposite of each other. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put right sides together and sew it this way, and right sides together, sew it this way, and then you bring all 4 pieces together. But this is where I want to kind of take you through a process that I do oftentimes when it comes to doing 4 patches. So again, whether you're doing a 4-patch for the bowl cozy or you just want a new way of thinking about 4 patches, here's the technique I want to share with you. Normally, traditionally, when we do a 4-patch, we would put it through the sewing machine, sew it a 1/4 inch, cut it, and then make one seam go one direction. Put this next in the sewing machine, sew it down, cut it, make the seam go in the opposite direction. This time, we're changing things up a little bit. Here's what I mean. So let's head over here, and I'm going to let you sew, my friend.
Oh.
Yeah, here we go. All right. Okay, so what we've got here, can you tell me if you can see that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So Allie, what I want you to do is we're going to take our top row. Okay, go ahead, put right sides together. Now, notice that Allie has the yellow on the bottom. Okay, it doesn't matter which one's on the bottom, but I want you to make special note that the yellow is on the bottom, because when we go to do the second one, the yellow is going to go on top instead. All right, so let's go ahead, needle, let me get it in the 1/4 inch position. And you're going to use the edge of your presser foot as your guide, and go ahead and place your foot down right there. There's a nice little button.
Beautiful.
Perfect. Okay. Will you also just kind of like make sure those edges are right up aligned next to one another? Perfect. Okay. Okay. So what I want you to do, Allie, is you're going to sew all the way down, but do not cut your threads. All right. So this is the technique I want to share with everyone. I don't want you to cut your threads in between. All right. Let's go ahead and start.
Put it right here.
There we go. Oh, whoops.
Oh.
It actually unthreaded.
Oh,
no big deal. We will move this up. Have you threaded this machine before?
I haven't.
Okay. Let's go ahead and
let's switch.
We'll switch for just a second. It's actually really easy to do. We're going to go down here, up and around. It actually has numbers here to help us.
Use that.
And I'm going to pull it behind the bar and up through here. Sorry if my hand is in the way, guys. There we go. Okay.
Fancy.
I know. Isn't that fancy?
Yes.
Fancy. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's try that again.
Make sure my edges are lined up perfectly.
There we go. And is the camera at a good angle? Can you reach down there and look?
That might be a little better.
Okay.
There we go. All right. Do I have to hold it?
There you go.
Do you have the magic touch?
Okay. All right. So now, remember, because she had the yellow on the bottom, she's now going to put the yellow on top with this next one. And this is what we would refer to as chain piecing, right? So we're just going to sew right off of it. In fact, go ahead, Allie, and do a few extra stitches there to sew off. There we go. Okay, now let's put in the next one. And it doesn't have to go up right against the first one. That's okay. Okay, nice.
Is that good right there?
Give it a little bit more space. There we go.
There.
Perfect. Yep. So we'll put the foot down and then go ahead and sew. And now you can cut your threads.
Okay, how do I cut it? Oh, scissors.
Right there. Yeah.
Scissors.
Okay. So you saw where she just did those, right? Okay. So what I want to show right here is that I'm going to open it up and open it up. So notice these are still together, right? That I haven't cut my threads in between. And now I'm just going to place them together like this. And notice I didn't even take the time to press one seam to one direction and the opposite seam to the opposite direction. All I'm going to do is I'm going to nestle those in, and I'm going to push that seam to one direction and push the other seam to the opposite direction. So this front one is going this way, this one's going this side. Wait, you don't have to press in between. That's going to take a lot more time, right? So we're just going to, again, we're just nestling those together. And now I could pin it if I wanted to, or I could just hold it in place. And why don't you join me over here and we'll go back to the machine. Okay, I'm just holding it in place, knowing that those are nestled up together. Okay, and there we go. You've got a perfect point in the middle, and I didn't take the time to press before that. Yes, Judy, you're right. I'm finger pinning it. Exactly. So now when I go, I will go ahead and press those in the right direction it needs to be. So right here, I'll go ahead and set the seam, pull it out. And there we go. Okay. Ta-da! So I just wanted to illustrate that you don't have to, you know, take the time to have it come out of the machine, cut it, press it, do it again, cut it, press it. All you have to do is keep those intact. Don't cut in between. Put those two rows together, scrunch them up to where, sandwich them together where one seam goes this way, the opposite seam goes the other way, and then they just butt up right against each other. All right, so now let's head back over here. And you're going to do this 2 times, all right? So we'll pretend that we've done it 2 times. And then what you need is just a 10-inch square of 100% cotton. Now, why 100% cotton? Is because this can be in the microwave and it's not going to burn. If you're using something that has polyester, it's going to burn, or it has a chance of burning, I should say. Like, obviously, if it's in for like 30 seconds, it's not a big deal. But always get into the habit of using 100% cotton for your batting when doing something in a microwave. So you're going to do this twice and just lay this on top. Okay. And then what we want you to do is do an X diagram of sewing right here and right here. You could do a couple things. You could place a ruler going from corner to corner and actually mark it. I'm going to actually save a little bit of time today by using the guide beam on my machine to get there. So let's come back over here. I'm going to get this in the center needle position. Do you see? Let's come up right there. Yeah. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but there is a guide beam, like a laser beam, that's coming down here. So this is going to show me where to go, as long as I keep it from going from corner to corner, right? So I can see that guide beam right ahead of me. Just going through the center. And cut my threads. And then I'll turn it around and go the opposite direction. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that guide beam, Allie? Don't you love that?
Yes, that makes it so easy.
All righty, that's it. All right, let's come back over here. All right, any questions so far? Yes, I use 100% cotton thread on it as well. Thank you, Sherry, for asking. And the Kimberville project batting, I don't believe it's 100% cotton. I might have to look at that. I think it's a 90-10. I think it's really close, but it's not 100. Again, if something wasn't in for very long, you'd be just fine, but it's always better to be careful, right? Okay, so I'm just trimming off my batting here. Any excess batting, I should say.
I love those colors together.
Aren't they pretty?
Yes.
It's very springy.
So springy. I love it.
Okay. All right. So this is what it looks like. So you're going to do 2 of these. The last thing is that we have to figure out, how do we get these pleats right here, or these darts, some might refer to them as. And I'm going to show Allie how to do that. So what you'll do is you're going to fold it in half with right sides together so that the batting is face out. And you want to measure 1 inch over from the top. Let me pull this down. 1 inch over from the top, 2 inches down. Okay, 1 inch here, 2 inches down. So instead of taking my ruler and trying to measure that, I'll just take it to my cutting table and just place it on a line. Makes it even easier. So I'm going to just find a vertical line to place that fold on. I go 1 inch here. So I'm just going over 1 inch, 2 inches down here. Then I will take my ruler and just place it right there. I'm going to take a permanent marker here because it's no big deal. It's not going to be seen, to mark it. All right. So Allie, you go ahead and do this bottom one. Again, I'm just found a fold, put the fold on a vertical line. I'm going 1 inch over and 2 inches up. Okay.
Right there, about right there, look good?
Yeah. Great. Okay, perfect. Okay, so with those 2 areas being marked, then what you'll do is just sew directly on top of those lines. So we'll let Allie do that. I did? Oh.
So sad.
All right. Yeah, it makes your Sharpies fuzzy. You're right, Brenda. You could use a pin if you wanted to, too.
I can use my line. Look
yes,
at that.
you can. Is it showing okay?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah, right there.
Okay, perfect. Uh-oh.
Why always me?
Oh, it's okay. All right. No big deal. Sometimes if the thread isn't pulled back, or if we start too early on the project, it kind of wants to slip. So no big deal. It happens to me all the time. All right. Let's try that again. There we go.
It wants me to get my practice in.
That's right.
Okay. All the way through?
Perfect. Yep.
Cut it?
And then you cut it. And then we'll go to the other side.
Perfect. Why?
You know, you just want to be on the bloopers reel, don't you?
Yeah, apparently. It's got to be something, right?
Yeah, it's all good.
Good thing you can do it real fast.
That's right. Okay. Oops. There you go.
All right, will we do it this time? Everyone put your votes in. Will it happen for me? Perfect.
Okay, there we go. Now cut it. Okay, so last thing we have to do is we have to figure out how do we get the opposite side done, right? So can you guess what we do? We have this side done. We're just going to fold it again, opposite, right? Hello, everyone. Hello. All right, so we're going to fold this in half the opposite. I will, can you grab my charger? Okay, like this. I have the fold on this side. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go 1 inch over, 2 inches down on both sides. All right, so just place that right here. 1 inch over, 2 inches down. Draw my line, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Just make sure your edges are lined up because now it's a little ski-wampus. All right. Whoops. There we go. Okay. All right, Miss Allie, it's your turn again.
That's a lot of pressure.
We just have a few hundred people watching.
Yeah, that feels fine for me, right?
Yeah. Okay. You're doing great.
Thank you. It's like a beginner lesson for me.
That's all right. You're doing well. Okay. Scissors, and we'll do it on the opposite side. I like how you made sure your edges were lined up. That was good. Okay, ta-da! All done with that.
Amazing.
Okay. There we go. Let's pull this over. Yes. Peg says we all start someplace. I know, she's doing a great job. Just a great job. Now I bet you're going to want to make oodles of these, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I got to start somewhere,
exactly. Right? So come on over here. Now look, guys, we have the beginnings of a bowl cozy. It kind of looks like a little tulip, right?
It does look like a little tulip.
It's so cute. So cute. And we have these little darts that are on all four sides. So what you're going to do is you're going to repeat the same process just one more time, okay? And then all you have to do from there, through the beauty of television, right? I have one ready for you. So what I did was I made 2 of them. Okay, come over here. I made 2 of them, put right sides together, sewed all the way around, and you leave like a 3-inch opening on one side. Okay. Make sure when you, before you turn it right side out, you just trim those corners to remove any excess bulk. Okay, my friend, you have the pleasure of turning that right side out.
All right.
Annette asked, would you need to backstitch at the beginning and end of that seam? No, you'd probably be okay because we're going to actually top stitch it afterwards. So you'd be okay not to do that. Brenda said, you aren't going to make her do the next step? Sewing them together is the real test. So you just put them together. You can put some pins in there if you want and go that route. Donna doesn't put batting in her second piece. Yeah, you don't have to, but yeah, I just like it nice and thick. Okay. And we're going to use the R&K tool. Ta-da, and poke those out. That's something new you've learned about.
Yes.
Huh? She loves that one. Yes, Lynn, I like to put batting in both front and back. Okay. Kyle says you're a genius.
You're like a genius.
Look how cute this is.
So cute. Oh my.
Oh my. There we go.
You're kidding.
I know. You did it. Look at this, you guys. Isn't that fun? So now it's pretty thick, but you're going to have an opening. All you have to do is just kind of turn those edges in, and then you're going to top stitch all the way around.
Easy as that.
Easy as that.
Right.
And there you go. And because I love you so much, I'm going to send this home with you today.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Yes.
And I got one for you and you and you and you.
You
right?
get a bowl cozy.
Yes. Everyone gets a bowl cozy today.
Yeah,
so no, you're good. So this is looking pretty nice. And that's as easy as it was. So I hope you learned something new about 4 patches. And I hope maybe we inspired you to try to make a bowl cozy if you've never made one before. They are so much fun. They're
fun.
They're kind of addictive. I will say they're a little addictive.
And like the amount of different fabric and patterns and
Mm-hmm.
options are endless.
Endless options. Yay! Barbara says those are on her list to do soon. She needs more in her kitchen. And Alice says she loves that with the 5-inch square. She's only done it with a 10.
Oh.
Yeah, so definitely a 10-inch square is going to be a lot bigger, right? You could even do the same thing with a 10-inch square as a single piece, which is what this ends up being. But I love the 4-patch look. You could do a 10, it'd be kind of big, but you could do it. It would just